Hopefully it wasn't when I was a kid.
No, it was
Maybe
like
I
it was
do
well
have lead
before.
poisoning.
Yeah, it was like the 1900s.
Definitely stabbed me in the neck with a pencil in elementary school. Thankfully it was a mechanical pencil, so it was only far as so far as gonna go in. And I don't know why she did it. She just came up. I was just sitting at my desk and she just came up and was just...
I feel like most pencil stabbings are accidental.
I mean...
It was intentional.
It was just...
I remember her name was
finding
Alicia
the boundaries
something.
of the world.
Yeah. It was Alicia. I remember.
Oh God!
She stabbed me in the neck with a mechanical pencil in the 6th grade. I'm never gonna forget it.
Please don't be one of our 5
That's
listeners.
Why I alerted you on Facebook.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special episode of Double Issue.
Welcome to Christmas episodes.
This is called Christmas Caper. Cape is a pun on cape.
Oh.
Caper. Superhero themed.
I get it.
And also,
caught up with me.
Also, it's going to be a heist, a Christmas heist.
Do villains wear capes?
They can if they want to.
Yeah.
Oh, we're the bad guys.
Baron
Yeah,
von
you
Killer
are.
is
Villains.
You're
God, it was going to be a good
definitely
heist.
bad
We're
guys.
bad guys.
I'm excited for this.
Guest. I'm the host, Quentin Pongratz, and I guess we could just go around. We've got some new people here. We've also got some old people.
Imposter Pool.
We've got normal co-host
Daniel Pool.
We've got
First guest, best guest.
We've got our guest, returning guest,
Josh.
and we've got 2 new people.
I'm Kate.
Nah, I'm Lisa.
And Lisa's the one that does our art.
Yeah.
She's on the show for real now.
Mm-hmm.
That one that's mentioned at the end of every episode, but never shows up.
She's
I'm
here.
now.
We've been wanting to get Kate and Lisa on for some time,
Yeah.
but never actually planned it. We just a general want.
Now the podcast can start.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the future, people will talk about this is where I actually started listening.
Yeah.
This is where it got good.
But tonight we are going to play a game called One Last Job, and it's a heist-themed game. Everyone's going to be playing a villain that we're going to create here in a minute, and they're going to try to steal a thing. The setup is going to be the amazing Richard really wants some data about superheroes, and who has the best data but the best superhero group in the world, Aegis. And so, because the amazing Richard wants this, he has deployed a Santa robot that's malfunctioning. It came up in the comics before. There was a Santa robot that malfunctioned. He launched this robot into space, and Aegis has to go stop this alien Santa robot from destroying aliens. But that leaves...
Is this the Futurama robot? Futurama Santa?
Yeah, similar.
Okay.
But some well-meaning scientist at some point was like, you know what would be good for the world? A Santa robot. And then it went evil. So he just took care of this probably in the 90s or something. And that was just something they did one Christmas. But the amazing Richard took this robot, upgraded it, and launched it into space to send Aegis after them. So the Aegis headquarters, a space station orbiting Earth, is left unprotected on Christmas Eve. And so, what have you done an amazing Richard voice before? What is it like?
I think I just did a deep voice. Very take over the world.
Okay. I would like to get this database from the superheroes.
That wasn't the same voice.
It was pretty
Similar to
close.
me.
It's fine.
I would. Hi, I'm Daniel. Spot on.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's like there's 2 of me in here.
Whoa.
I would like to get this database from Aegis, but in order to get the database, I need someone that can hack into the mainframe. And the only person I know that can hack into the mainframe is CyberGhost.
I will be CyberGhost.
Okay. You jumped on that immediately. So, the structure of this will be, I'm going to approach you, you're going to be CyberGhost.
Okay, so now I can write that in character name.
Yes, you can put that as your character name. You can also make up an alias if you want, or if anyone has any ideas.
alias like Martians?
That's when I could say a real name for this character, right?
Vivian.
CyberGhost, aka Vivian.
So, what we're going to do is I'm going to talk to you and try to recruit you for this job.
Okay.
But at some point during this, after you agree, you're going to have to say, well, we're going to have to get past blank obstacle. And the only thing we've really set up about the Aegis space station is it's in space.
Right.
So anything you want to
Okay.
say might be an obstacle on there, you could say, we're going to have to get past this. And then you're going to say,
But
well,
we're
that
gonna need
means-
somebody to get us
that
into
means
space.
We'll need, yeah.
Okay.
So whatever you come up with that's the kind of character making is something that can solve that problem.
Okay.
Should I call? Does the Amazing Richard call someone or just show up?
Depends on what the amazing Richard feels like.
What?
He's
What?
pretty amazing. I think he just shows up
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think
in your house.
Oh.
He either shows up or he
Rolls up.
He has some kind of presence show up in his place.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
The lesser
Yeah.
Richard.
Less amazing
not so
Richard.
amazing Richard. Little Richard.
Little Dicky has arrived.
Okay, I think the scene might be we see CyberGhost has her hands on a computer and is just like in a trance in the cyberspace,
Yeah.
like
kind of
ghost
navigating
hacking.
around, checking
Ghost
things
hacking.
out.
And you've come up across a firewall inside the cyber world, and you're like, oh no, I forgot my water gun to get rid of the firewall. And then I show up, the Amazing Richard digitizes in and says, were you forgetting something? Is that the voice?
How did you know I needed a water gun for this firewall?
I know, I hacked it away from you.
How did you do that?
This is my mainframe. I hired you because I need to recruit you for an even better job.
An even better job? What?
I need you to hack into the Aegis mainframe.
Whoa. What's so important over there?
You don't have to worry about what's in the files. I just need to know if you can do this.
I can, but what's in it for me?
Well, I mean, all the riches.
Just
World renowned. I don't know if you want that being a ghost, but
I'd
you could
prefer to stay a little
more riches.
anonymous.
I could probably hook you up with some new gadgets.
Okay. All right. I think I can do that. So, right, we have to hack the mainframe things, right? Yeah, I'll do this job for you. But
What kind of obstacles are you thinking of?
right.
I mean, there's the one of like getting into space.
Yeah.
There's probably people up there to get around, like, I don't know, sneak around
Do
security
we have
stuff.
any contact? Like, we'll need a contact to let us into the space station.
I do want to say, you guys have all worked on a job before.
Oh, okay.
I want to establish that. You guys have a history.
Oh,
I forgot
okay.
about that. So
I didn't realize that.
So yeah,
That makes
yeah.
sense.
Sorry. So you know who you would be wanting to recruit here.
It's not necessarily that you have worked with all of us, but you have definitely worked
know
with someone.
No, I think all of you work together in a job.
Okay.
Like, this is like you all have history, because that's why it's like one last job.
So then I would be recalling like a name.
Yeah, and
Of
if you need help
somebody.
with the name or something, that's fine. Just think of we need someone to get us in
Right.
to the space station. That's a good one.
Okay.
But then
But then I need to.
Red Jack,
No, it's definitely Red Mike.
Red Mike.
For
Sorry,
Michaela.
Yeah.
Rocket.
She's a brute.
Yeah, we need a contact that can get us into the space station. I think Red Mike might be able to help us with that.
Oh, Red Mike, you haven't worked together since the event.
The event. Yeah, that's something that I'll fill in.
Yeah, well, there's like some event that last time you guys worked together.
The event.
Maybe we
There's-
didn't
there's
end
some
the
nondescript
terms.
yet.
Yeah, there's some.
Maybe it was like,
Yeah, there's some reason you guys all went your separate ways, and that's
Well-
the event.
We were working internationally, and some operations didn't quite work out, and miscommunication happened.
Well, if you think you can get Red Mike, be my guest. I just need this job done. I don't care how you do it.
I'll see what I can do.
can I be a guard?
Are you already claiming dibs on Red
Yeah,
Mike?
I'm Red
Okay. Just make sure.
Yeah, Red Mike. I can't do that
for a long time.
Yeah, I regret
Man,
doing
what's
It's
that.
up on the voice.
The
What's the
deep
point of
voice.
having ladies on if they're just gonna do man voices?
I don't know, Josh. You tell me.
Maybe something happened where, like, I lost the job I had, so now I'm just, like, some common guard. Like security or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I used to guard the president.
Security that
That last job.
Aegis, whatever. It's a word. Aegis would trust. Like, you went from being like
Oh, I'm supposed to be a villain, though.
a villain to
Maybe
being...
you're the master of disguise.
Ooh.
That would kind of fit with a
Okay.
security guard. I can
Yeah.
see that.
Okay. So where do you envision, where do you find Red Mike? What are they doing?
That's a good.
So we need to get into the space station.
Yeah.
What do security guards do?
Maybe I'll just send you like a internet message.
Just on space Facebook.
And then meet
Facebook.
up somewhere.
Well, I mean, if you're a computer hacker, what if your face shows up on whatever computer they're working on?
Ooh, yeah. Like
I'm
that.
like watching some screens, some cameras.
You're doing security work.
Yo, Red Mike, can you hear me? Can you see me?
Is that Cyber Ghost?
Hey.
What's happening? I haven't seen you since that last job.
Oh, I know. Speaking of jobs, I might have a job for you.
I kind of have a job right now that I'm trying to do. What do you mean?
Well, it's supposed to pay a lot, and it came from Amazing Richard.
Amazing Richard.
Amazing
Not Lil
Richard.
Dicky.
No,
I don't trust that guy.
I'm pretty sure it was Little Richard. Or no.
It was Little Richard. Confirmed.
It was
There we
the
go.
cousin, Lil Richard.
It
Came
was the
through.
present, yeah. He wants some information on the space station about superheroes.
All right.
But I need your help to get in. I can get the information, I just need contact, like access into the space station.
That's definitely something I can help out with, but I just need to make sure that there's enough in it for me.
He sounded like we could have whatever we wanted as long as we got that information. That seems to be his only priority.
All right. I could definitely use a little extra money. After that last one, used to be that Secret Service for the president.
Yeah.
Once upon a time. Things didn't go so great. I might be willing to consider that.
Okay.
I don't think the two of us can do it ourselves, though.
No. What makes you say that?
I just don't think there's enough. We need somebody who's going to be stealthy. I've got enough eyes on the inside, but someone's going to have to help out.
Okay. Do you have anybody in mind?
You know...
You know I don't. You guys at home couldn't see it, but she mouthed the words, I don't.
I mean, we've got some sample ones here if you want to use spider hands or silencer or seven toe or
Spider Hands is super stealthy.
Oh.
Spider hands. Please, there's only 2 chances left
But
for us to
like-
claim the characters. Don't make one of them spider hands.
What are some... I don't know, I need something good. You guys got an idea for what you might want to be?
what do you think a stealth villain would look like? Like just kind of
Maybe like a smoke person.
Ooh.
okay. Let's go with
Okay.
that.
So kind of like an evil Miss Mist.
I was going to call you
Miss
Robinson.
Miss?
Or
Mr.
Smokey
Smoke.
Robinson.
Yeah.
Bandit. Smokey and the
Robinson.
Bandit.
Smokey Robertson. Smokey the Bandit.
No, he was teamed up with the Spell Bandit. Smokey and the Spell Bandit.
So smoke person.
Yeah. I mean, a gaseous
Oh.
person.
Gas bag.
A real fart.
He's really stealthy until people smell him.
Silent but deadly.
Oh. Silent
doing
but
it.
deadly. Man, I like
We need
this character,
SPD.
but I don't want to claim it.
If we're gonna get in without triggering any alarms, we're gonna need SBD.
Silent but deadly.
I
Good
know.
on not claiming it.
I know you don't like. I know you don't like him, Cyber Ghost.
I mean,
I don't like him either.
Ever since what happened last time.
But you gotta admit, that guy's got some stealth that no one else can.
that is true. All right.
He's a good character.
Okay.
Come on, Josh. You know you want to claim it.
Nope.
Whoever smelt it, Josh.
But whoever takes silent but deadly gets to make the other person be exactly what they want.
Yeah.
Loud.
I am willing to
Loud
be
but
at Daniel's
ineffective.
I
mercy.
know who
Wait,
Spider Hands
no,
is.
not Spider Hands. Depths
You
Silent
better-
Deadly. Not Spider Hands.
Aww.
That guy's a real fart.
Spider Hands is definitely worse than SBD.
You could
Well,
be
Are you
trying to
sure about that?
rebrand.
I've met some spiders.
Steve Brett Davidson here.
like it is just a person who has spiders for hands.
Oh.
That's
Like
real
you
bad.
have like
Ah.
8 fingers that are spider legs.
And I imagine it can like
You
take
can
you
climb.
off the wall.
You're very
Yeah.
You're dexterous.
You're
as
just
shit.
along for the ride.
Don't worry. Spider Hands is not a thing.
It could be.
We'll see about that.
Oh,
So-
I guess Josh.
So you're gonna go recruit Spider Hand or no
SBD.
Silent SBD. So and you can bring Cyber Ghost with you if you want.
I
Well, the
definitely
Cyber Ghost didn't even come to you.
All right,
It was
yeah,
kind
I'll
of
go with-
teleconferenced in.
In case the audio is a
Ghosted
pain,
on
I
it.
apologize in advance for SBD's voice.
Oh no.
It's very airy.
Oh.
Are you just gonna fart into the mic? Farts for days.
So where do you see Silent but Deadly
You don't.
being? Oh, they're silent. You
do
could
not.
see them.
We can just hear him. No, we can't even hear him.
You just follow the green cloud.
What if you just Josh never talks?
It's not that silent guy.
It should be though. Like you're just always describing
Right.
what you do.
Where should SBD be?
What was that other guy's name? The one that's always silent. The silencer.
You could try to make everyone call you
Silencer.
Silencer.
Silencer. Yeah, that's what I named them.
Yeah.
SBD is fine too.
It's definitely SBD.
SBD.
Yeah. That's absolutely
He's a
a
real
villain.
fart of a guy, but we gotta have him.
So
It's an
so
absolute villain.
Kate, what's up with Red Mike? What can they do? Like define the limits of their powers.
Red Mike knows about like a whole bunch of equipment. Like they've got the tech and security
Okay.
stuff, access to different disguises,
Okay.
knowledge of like locks, and
Okay. Cool.
so like all aspects of security, surveillance, tech, disguises.
So are you both tech people?
Yeah,
What
I
are
think
you?
They kind of overlap.
I guess I'm more just digital.
I think maybe if we want to go like one category for each,
Hmm.
Maybe
Oh,
more like
thereabouts.
hands-on with it.
yeah, you
One
could be
mic.
like talk if you're like getting people in on the inside.
Yeah.
You're
More
like
talk.
more charismatic, and you're more techie.
Yeah.
They can
okay.
still have some tech stuff.
Right,
Cyber,
yeah, and share
Cyber
some
Ghost is
similarities.
tech. Red Mike is talk. SBD is stealth. So I got it. Well, I'm aiming to recruit a might person, maybe.
Yeah. So, what kind of situation? SBD. What are they usually doing? They're usually breaking
I
into
see them
banks or
like,
something.
yeah. Well, I was gonna
I
say, I
can
see
see you
him
like
hanging out
working
somewhere.
yourself,
Yeah.
like alone a lot.
No-
Also, you're
no
very
one wants-
murderous.
No one wants to be around me.
What if SBD is like in the back of a van, like about to do something, and you show up,
Oh.
and you're just like, God, it smells in here. But
God, did something die?
but you just like
might wanna
not.
hold your
God damn
breath.
it.
You
Like,
show up. And,
I know you're like doing something, and there's like 2 windows in here, but can you fucking crack down
Can we,
one
like,
of them, please?
yeah.
Jesus.
no, that's gonna be terrible to listen to.
I don't want to do that voice either.
Nothing
Good.
about that.
Good.
It's a good voice, but I don't want to do it.
Is it though?
It's fitting.
All I see is that dude from what is that movie with Ben Stiller when he was a superhero.
Oh,
The dude with the forks.
Hancock.
Oh no,
The Blue Raja?
Oh no,
Hancock?
that was the Blue Raja. It was
I don't remember his
Pee-wee-
name, but it's
Pee-wee
Pee-wee
Herman's
Herman's character.
character.
Mystery Man.
yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
the spleen.
That's
spleen.
real bad.
The spleen.
That's all I can imagine.
Pill my finger.
What was this power? Just being gross?
Yeah, I think he was
No.
farty.
He was a sniper farter, so he could
Oh.
he could
It
knock
was-
people out with his fart.
They're SBD.
But he also had like bad acne. Like, it
Yeah,
was,
I mean, he was
So,
just a
does,
gross.
so does SPD. I mean, you can determine all this.
no. I'm okay with being
I mean,
stinky.
you can set up as much as you want. About the
SBD,
other
I know you
characters.
went into hiding and just isolation after you burned all your hair off.
There you go.
That was
But like, it's not even that bad. It was 5 years ago. You should really just get used to it by now. There's a lot of bald people out there. There's a lot of scarring that's going on. But like that hat's doing a real good job. It's like a new world out there now. Like we got space stations and stuff.
Gotta be so hateful.
I'm just saying, one day you're gonna have to accept yourself. And maybe even like start talking to some of us in the group again. Like we got this great job that's coming up, and I think you'd be really good in it.
Good job.
It's a job with money.
Money. I like money.
You get yourself your own island
Ooh.
and just toast it on up.
Top box the whole
Please
island.
get an island.
We really need you to have your own space.
Because keeping it cooped up in this van is not helping anyone.
Not solving any
I need-
Is
problems.
this your mom's van? I remember this van.
I need no details. I'm in.
Thought
But,
it would be easy.
you know, just in case things go south again like last time.
Why is it always south with you?
I know how last time went. And you know the only person that got us out of there alive was
Mostly hair intact, yes.
Yes.
yes. If he hadn't been around,
Right.
I might not just be bald, I might be not existent.
Not only would your hair not be here, you wouldn't either.
Yeah. But yeah, that guy.
You know, I was kind of worried. He hasn't talked to us in a few years either. I don't really know what he's up to anymore.
Well, I gotta go talk to him. Gotta go talk to the wrecker.
Oh, the
I like
wrecker.
Also, Mike, if I'm gonna do this, I need to know for absolute sure that Spider Hands, that motherfucker, that stupid son of a bee Spider Hands is not gonna be part of this.
Listen, I don't have control over this whole operation, but I can say I don't like him either.
Good.
I don't know. I mean, he might be on the ceiling of this van right now. I don't really know what Spider Hands, like what he can and can't do
He's
with those
super
hands,
mysterious.
because like it's a lot.
Hey, Fire Mesh hands can do a lot with those hands. I'm just saying.
Spider-Man hands.
Tiny.
I'm real glad Spider Hands died in the last
Oh,
I don't know.
that's kind of awkward.
I don't know if he
I think
died,
I think
but-
somebody may have squashed one of his spider hands. I don't. Ugh, it's pretty gross.
So, do we all want to go around and say one thing about the event? I know we've said a little bit about it, like
It didn't go well.
there was
It's all
fire was
Spider
involved.
Hands' fault.
Spider-Man's fault.
I would
Okay.
say it was like government level something.
Ooh, there was a mole.
Which government?
We got
There was a
betrayed by
mole
somebody.
man.
I mean, she did say it was international, so
All
it was
of
like multi-government level.
Yeah.
UN.
Ooh, what
Do
were
we have a
doing?
super
Were we
UN?
trying to like break into Swiss bank accounts?
We need a super UN now. Is it just Sun? The Super United Nations?
Yes.
We were trying to break into Sun.
Oh, that would be kind of cool.
It's just
though.
every nation sends at one superpowered representative to the super UN.
Yeah.
The only requirement is you have to be superpowered. You have to have some power. So some countries have just terrible representatives.
Well, it's about them being representatives, not being like good powers. So
yeah, I mean, even the good countries probably have terrible, terrible representatives because it's the crossover between politics and super people.
Yeah.
I'm not sleazy. That's my power that makes me naturally very greasy.
That's you.
No way, man. My voice is more like this.
Like your head just like looks like a normal bald head, but it is scarred that way. Like you will never grow hair again. I don't know what we blew up on accident. It just,
Or what
like,
you
it
got
just got
coated
you-
in.
Like it just like Pepsi commercial Michael Jackson's your hair. Like, and you're just real mad about it because like that was your pride and glory there.
I had a full head, like
It was like 8 feet long,
Like
which is why it got
like
snatched off and burned.
Adventure Time hair. Like,
Oh, yeah.
And then post witch Adventure Time hair.
Oh, there you go.
Now.
yeah.
Yes.
You got that one curly hair, that little Charlie Brown little thing happening.
So if I have to recruit the wrecker, are you ready for this scene?
So what did we do to Sun? What were we doing?
Oh, we still
Yeah, we're still in the event.
I just want a little more while we were waiting for Josh.
Oh, okay.
We can. A lot of the game is going to be when someone does something and it doesn't work out, you're going to be like, oh, I remember the time that you did this so well that that's what you're known for, blah, blah, blah. And you can describe people through that, and that lets them get a reroll and bonuses.
Okay.
So if you describe something like, I remember the time you did that, if you tie it into the event somehow, or you're extra good at it, I'll give you some grit, and that'll be something you can use to get more dice and not take damage and stuff.
So we're not only doing this heist, but we're having flashbacks to previous heists.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So now that we know a little bit more about that, you can, anytime you flash back to it, you can also just establish things like Lisa established that all your hair burned off. Like,
There you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, isn't it like someone's supposed to be
my jujitsu.
in order for someone else to be the best, someone has to be established as
yeah,
the
I'll
worst
get
at
to
it.
that. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm trying to recruit the wrecker, and the only place I know to find the wrecker these days is down in the fight pits.
Ooh.
Here he doesn't do much heist work anymore. He's just all about bruising people up. Get that aggression out.
Okay. So you want to set the scene of the fight pits, Daniel?
All right. Well, the record's coming out of the shower, and he's just got a little towel on. And he's a big guy, and he's got these two big wrecking ball hands.
Oh, he doesn't even have hands?
Oh yeah, we're a superhero world, so if you guys got powers, feel free to use them whenever.
Oh.
Man, he doesn't even have hands.
Hey, how did he get that towel on?
Magic of his power.
The wrecking balls have little hands at the ends of them.
Little tiny fingers.
Little, like,
Ball
cilia.
hands. Yes.
Like little.
He has hands with the powers of wrecking balls. I imagine that his wrecking ball hands have the ability to have very limited specific magnetism.
They're just shaped in such a way when he clenches them, they are just a spear.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
They're real weird
So he
when
has
apart
hands.
and
And
fingers.
he's just always so angry that they're usually wrecking balls.
They're just like super meaty hands, and so they look like balls. And there's tiny little fingers
Just
at the end.
a little hairy.
He can make them hard, but most of the time they're like normal fleshy hands.
How do you like hold a booty?
You don't.
You don't.
That's his greatest regret. He can't hold others because he's just got balls.
All I can do is wreck.
I was made for wrecking.
So you're walking into this steamy room because you know
feel
that's
so
where wrecking ball will be.
It feels so damp and gross in here.
Hey, oh man, it's a little like a tasting sweat.
Yeah, it's pretty palpable.
So all of you came along?
Are you the wrecker, Lisa?
No, they all came along.
No, we want you.
The room.
Why did you guys follow me here?
Palpable.
Oh, nothing better after a big day in the fight pits than to get real steamy in the sauna.
Maybe that towel is so small.
After taking care of the fight pits, I like to take care of my pits.
I use Axe body spray. Keep me dry and smell good.
This guy's so fucking weird. Are you sure we need him on this job too? I mean, his body's real bad. His hands.
Oh no, my towel's coming loose. My tiny fingers can't quite. Oh, there, I get the knot. I got it.
Okay. That's enough of that. Hey, Wrecker, buddy.
Who's there?
Hi.
Also, he's blind.
Whatever made me bald made him blind.
Heard all those voices.
That's why he only fights in the fight pits now. He just swings his hands blindly.
You think you're in fight pits, you're in a alley just like wrecking walls. Just tearing through towns and shit.
Fight pits were unfortunately a local orphanage.
That's a nice funny joke, but let's not limit his character quite so much.
Blind's not bad.
Poor vision.
Ever since he's gone blind, he's learned to echolocate, so...
Every time he punches, he can feel where someone is in the room around him.
He can only see by moving his fists.
No, I just punch things and it makes an echo. So I'm just punching everything.
Only while your fists are in motion.
I always
can you
know where
see.
a thing is when I hit it.
We're gonna need to get in silent.
Or I've got a little cane.
Okay, I can see the door.
Can we not make him blind?
Oh.
Yeah, this might be a
Not
little
for
more of a
reals.
challenge than we're ready for.
That's why I said maybe his vision is poor, but not blind.
It's just his eyes are so beady.
We just assume he's blind.
Let me just get my amazing hair out of the way.
Oh.
I haven't put it up in my hair gel yet.
You know what? You have to rub it in, man. You have to.
Oh, hey there, Smokey. Where's the bandit? I didn't smell you on the way in.
It's because that explosion burned off your nostrils.
You can't smell anything anymore.
This is why I stay in my van.
I'm real lucky I wasn't in the same room with you when that went off. Woo! I'd look weirder than I already do.
You know what, Wrecker? I'm here for a reason, and if you keep poking fun at me, I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah,
All right.
it's a little weird that radiation burned off all of your glorious hair, SPD, but I don't know. I feel like the Wreckers has just grown so magnificently since then. I don't know if that's a conscious choice or maybe it's just another reaction to it.
I read about tiger lilies in Hiroshima that grew up 8 feet tall. I think that's what I'm like. I'm like a tiger lily.
But specifically with your hair.
But with my beautiful blonde luscious look.
It is gorgeous. It is real good. I don't know how you can do all those braids because your hands are real weird, but
Hold on, did you
I do
just...
lots of tiny braids and I put them together.
Wrecker, did you just say luscious looks?
I'm not good with words. I've been taking a few hits in the fighting pits.
Anyway.
He did say it.
the answer is yes.
I just wasn't a jerk enough to...
Thank you, Clinton.
SPD was.
It's in character.
I mean,
He said it in character. I said it in character.
Yeah, no.
It wasn't that silent, but it was deadly.
Ooh, my ego.
don't worry, just focus on your hair a little
Okay,
bit
so
more
we're
and you'll
kind
feel
of here
better.
for a reason.
Guys,
and
yeah,
not
let's-
just to peep on you in this locker room. And also, it smells real bad. I know you just took a shower. I don't know how it smells like that in here, though.
Oh, that's just the fighting pit's general smell. It's very mildewy.
It's pretty strong.
Yeah, it's definitely the fighting pit smell, guys. Don't worry.
I'm not.
We're not gonna, yeah.
Anyway, Wrecker. Well, why I came here, I don't know why these jokers followed me here, but
We're kind of a thing now.
Yeah.
we need you as a contingency plan. I mean, I know you're good for other stuff, but I need you there because you saved my butt last time. I need you there. We got a job, and I'm worried that it might not go so well. They say we're breaking into Aegis. This is a big deal.
Oh,
We're breaking into Aegis, and if stuff goes south, I need you there with me.
It's always south with you.
What do you got against
Same joke
South?
twice.
Talking about the southern regions, man.
Same joke twice. You got me. It burned more the second time. So yeah, I heard that our benefactor in this heist is none other than the amazing Richard.
I think you heard that
Between
it was Little Dicky
scenes.
in the...
Between scenes, man.
Little Dicky
Between
in the gang.
scenes.
Little Dicky in the.
I'm assuming we had conversation on the way while they're following me here.
Okay, yeah. Like we all traveled together and discussed
No, I just
it.
meant, like, I think
Yeah.
you heard that it was Little Dicky.
True. Initially, yeah. Little Dicky was
Little
like,
Dicky in the bunch.
You almost declined when you found out it was actually the Amazing Richard.
That doesn't sound as much.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That guy.
Maybe not.
Then they convinced you again on the way over.
So yeah, I heard that we're pretty much set on whatever we want. That guy can do like amazing stuff. So
He's told us that it actually is gonna be pretty lucrative. It'll be, honestly, we won't have to do any more heists like this. He said it's gonna be the last job.
Well, I got demands. I'm gonna need babes, booze, and a monster truck.
Is that really good for space?
we've got a babe. A cyber
I meant
babe.
afterwards.
Hey.
I mean, I've always got booze, but I don't know about the monster truck. You'll have to ask Little Dicky about that.
Listen, what you do in your private life's your own thing. We can probably get you a monster truck.
Yeah.
Okay. Always wanted one. I don't know if I can drive with my tiny fingers, but
I think you're legally not allowed to drive.
You're
But
legally
whatever
blind.
happens after this
and-
job is your business.
I mean, we're not your parents or anything like that.
maybe in
Alright.
space rules are a little
What-
different.
You know what? You know what, Red Mike? When have we decided what we can and can't do based on what's legal? So let him drive, man. Let him drive.
Fair enough.
That's true.
Seems real dangerous.
yeah, it's a free country.
So yeah, you in?
Okay. I don't trust this little Richard guy, but if you're in, I'll be in. I still owe you from last time.
I mean, I owe you, but okay.
Looks like we're even. I guess we don't got to do this.
We don't have to do this.
Let's all go home. We can still
Well, you
have
two can
time.
go on home.
Obligations fulfilled.
We'll find a couple others.
Whoa, this is on Christmas night? I don't know, I got stuff going on.
Nah, don't pretend you have a family, man.
No, it's stuff, not a family.
Oh.
It's a real good football game, huh?
Dude, like SBD, you know what happened to his family after that last thing.
Why did you shouldn't have brought that up.
Sorry.
Like, we literally, the whole time we were on our way
have
here,
no
we were
filter.
schooling you,
I have
saying
no
not to
filter.
talk about the
You guys
family.
know I have no filter.
Why do you think they call me Wrecker? It's in as Home Wrecker.
He screwed up that other dude's family. It was real weird.
It was
When I
really
punched
weird.
them all.
So, you're the scene leader during Get Us Out.
Okay.
You can write that down. You're the scene leader during Get Us In. You're the scene leader during Get the Data.
Get the data.
And you're the scene leader during Get Us Through.
Cool.
And it's going to be Get Us In, Get Us Through, Get the Data, Get Us Out.
Cool.
That sounds good. I feel like that's a good team.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of things that we have covered.
That's what we
Get us
Stuff
out
we
as just
do.
windmill punches all the way.
I'm just
Punches
gonna punch a
through
hole
the
through the space station.
I'm gonna go to space now.
You just like drive your monster truck out of the space station.
Yeah, I can't drive.
Okay, so there's going to be planning scenes and then action scenes. The planning scenes, the leader is going to deal with the specific problem posed during the action scene. How we can do this is either we can pretend like all the planning is the same scene that happens beforehand and we just keep flashing back to it after every action scene. A good way to frame it is like we're going to go in blank, like we're going to go in shooting, we're going to go in this way. And then don't try to like tell everyone what they're going to be doing in this part. Just kind of like frame the general plan and then each person can contribute to it however they think they can. And then the action scenes, when you're the leader, you'll go first. And you also get to roll an extra die on anything in your scene. And then you also get to decide if you want to pull out. There's going to be like escalating danger and stakes and everything. So if at any point you feel like, and you're the leader, you feel like this is too dangerous now, you can decide, hey, let's not do this and work on a different way to do the action scene. That's not true on your scene. It's the last scene. You can't pull out of that one and do it a different way.
Let's all just go home, guys.
We changed our minds.
Yeah.
I've had a change of heart. I think we shouldn't steal anymore, guys.
We should be
just,
good people.
Hey, Cyber Ghost, can you drop that real quick?
Drop the data. Just drop it up.
Put it down.
Yeah. And then we have the order for the scenes, but once a scene is going, we don't really have an order. Anyone can kind of jump in and say, oh, I think now would be a good time for me to do a thing. Okay. And we're just trying to fill a completion meter that every scene is going to be a little bit harder to do.
Okay.
The other big thing is when you do a thing, you're going to take your ability, whichever ability seems to apply. Like if you're trying to sneak around someone, it would be stealth. If you're trying to use a device or something, that'd probably be tech.
Yeah.
You're going to take one of those, and all of those start out at 2. All of those is you're rolling 2 dice.
Okay.
Once we start rolling, I'll explain what's winning and losing. But the more dice you roll, the better. However, so we all kind of know what you're going to be the best at. But in order to say someone's the best at something, before someone rolls, you can say, oh, they're doing that? Well, actually, they're the worst at that ability. And then they can only roll 1 dice on that ability. But once you say Daniel's the best, or Daniel's the worst at tech, like he tries to use a gun, and it's like, Daniel using a gun? Or Wrecker using a gun?
That doesn't make
Wrecker
sense.
is the worst.
His hands won't fit.
Yeah, the Wrecker's the worst at tech. So he only gets to roll 1 dice. But now you can say whoever else is the best at tech.
Okay.
I was going to say, why would we want to do that?
So maybe do some things you're not good at in the first rounds so that you can start saying who's the best at different things.
Okay.
Which I think we've already determined who's going to be the best, but you might as well
Play into it.
Yeah. So that's before someone rolls, you can say they're the best or worst at something. Each ability can only have one person that's the best and one that's the worst.
Okay.
So you're each going to have one thing you're the worst at and one thing you're the best. So when you're doing your actions, there are 2 types of things. You can push on or hold them off.
Right.
Push on is you're like doing an action. Well, both of them are doing an action. Push on is like you're progressing this completion meter. Or hold them off is if my danger pool gets so big that you're like, that's
a lot.
That's a lot. You can say hold them off and you're like lowering the danger level is what you're trying to do there. Losing stamina, it resets in between rounds.
Okay.
So once you guys are in, you'll be back at full stamina. So if you use your stamina, that's fine. If you get down to 0, there's a chance someone may betray the group or die or something, but we'll get there.
Betray?
Don't you do it, SBD.
Who's bold now, bitch?
It is still you. It will not grow back.
If I take all of Wrecker's hair.
I think Lisa got the most hold of this, but being rude is encouraged when you say someone's the best or worst at something and give them a legend and all that. Being rude gets you extra point.
Lisa knows how that works.
And then there's this grit thing. You guys start out with 2 grit. 2 grit.
With true grit.
2 grit.
And you can, I think you've got it on your cheat page. Yeah, before you roll your dice, you can spend 1 grit to either restore your stamina to 3. So if you're like getting low on that, you can just take a breather.
Okay.
Or you can add 3 to your dice roll.
Oh, okay.
And you will get grit by doing different things well, like saying, "Oh, remember that time Daniel killed a baby." If you do that very well.
Don't worry, it was Daniel. It wasn't Wrecker, it was Daniel.
Okay.
I think
I am very worried now.
Don't worry, it was a real person who killed a real baby.
That's right.
I didn't mean to kill the baby, but I did eat the baby on purpose. That was my bad.
Yeah, that definitely was a conscious
You don't want to waste it.
It was a perfectly good baby.
Well,
Oh yeah. Also, once per
Disagree.
round, I can sound the alarm, which is bad for you guys.
Oh no.
See, sound the alarm.
Yep.
Like that Beyonce song.
I was gonna say, yeah. Like that's
Once per turn, I can
ring
play
the
that
alarm.
song,
So,
and it's bad for you guys.
It's the worst.
so I always imagine
It is a
the
good song.
Aegis space station base as the base from that episode of Rick and Morty with the superheroes, and there's just that janitor in there. Like they go out on a mission and leave janitor behind to clean up. And
Even
he
though he
wants
wears
to,
like a cape.
Oh, I think
and hat.
there's some backup heroes you might run into, but they're not as powerful as Aegis.
yeah.
Oh, I think there might be some complications. It doesn't seem there's no people on the base, but I'm sure you guys can handle it.
Thanks for the late information.
Sorry to interrupt your planning meeting. Would you like any cookies or?
Actually, I would love to knock the cookie jar over.
I put it outside of foot reach from everybody. Oh, not
Yeah.
amazing. Richard got it.
I got that for you.
He's amazing.
Amazing.
Those are my cookies, man.
Well, continue planning, I guess.
Someone get this lid off the jar.
So I guess Red Mike. So is Red Mike a lady, a dude?
She's definitely a lady.
She's just got a very manly voice.
Okay, I just want to know. I knew you were like doing an extra deepness to your voice. I just want to know.
This is my voice now. This is just my voice.
Hey, is Red Mike here?
Is Red Mike a commie?
Does Red Mike have a power?
No, Red Mike is literally red.
Oh, it's one of those.
It's
one of
the
those
Wreck-It Ralph
aliens.
people.
Yeah.
The rules?
The Wreck-It Ralphians.
I don't love that you guys like call me that, but
The
Can't make your own nickname.
Roo, yeah.
Yeah, Rue.
A Roo?
Sure, you can be a Roo.
Master of disguise. Everyone thinks you're human.
Master of disguise.
You think I'm a
somehow.
very
I'm an alien.
just
You're
very
able to-
sunburned person?
You're able to pass as
You do makeup, but just around your eyes, and then always have like glasses on your head. So everyone's like, "Oh, that sunburn looks so bad."
Always on vacation, man.
It's a
Great
chicken
life.
boo type situation. What are you talking about? Red Mike can't be an alien. This is Red Mike.
But really, is this
You've
canon?
known Red Mike for 3 months.
Is this somehow canon?
Sure. What do you mean somehow canon? Everything we say is canon.
Yeah. But, I mean,
Everything we say here is going to be net canon.
the record
And a
being
mask.
the record being blind wasn't fully established as canon.
I think that was more for like game mechanics.
Yeah.
We discovered
We just
that
really love messing with Wrecker.
Yeah.
we all pretended he was blind for weeks.
we somehow convinced that he
Really
was
messed with
blind.
him.
We pretended that you were blind.
You taped his eyes shut and then just went with it.
Because
Just your hands are just...
dexterity to peel the tape off.
The Celia just kept like
Alright, guys,
sliding
we need
on
to see the
it.
anecdotes for.
Oh man, guys, he thinks he's blind. It's real good.
He totally fell for it.
So, do you have SPD? Do you have a
Do I have a power?
odor power?
No. I mean, the odor is more of a downside of trying to be stealthy.
You get
Maybe
stinkier
Maybe you
the
can knock
stealthier
people
you
out with it.
I mean, yeah, I could probably
You are the
implement that.
You do that like chloroform move.
Oh.
Lift your hand and then smell it.
You cupped your fart into their.
I mean, I also saw myself as like being able to at will turn gaseous.
You do really cool
Turn
stuff
into
too,
a
but like
fart.
you choose
Yeah,
to
like, I
cup
can
your
pretty
fart
much
and
turn
throw
into a
people's
fart.
faces.
I can be a fart.
I can be
Okay.
every gas,
Be a
and it's
fart.
always a fart.
I just want to establish a few
I
of
can
these
be
things.
any
before
gas
now.
I want, but they all smell like farts.
And is your cyber ghostingness?
Yes.
Is it just like
You turn into a ghost and get into
Supercomputer.
computers?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I could like possess computers and
that
technology.
seems pretty cool?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah.
Red Mike's just actually maybe an alien who talks a lot about human things.
I mean,
We just
the
kind of
room-
were like, oh yeah, Red
Are-
Mike must be human.
Are
then.
all of the
We all love
Wreck-It
cheese,
Ralph
right?
Kangaroos, like bulky?
I don't think they have to be. Garth is a bulky alien.
I think they're larger on average than humans.
Yeah, like definitely larger than average.
Yeah, we gotta get.
But a smaller root could be a normal human.
If you have established that you are Red Mike because you're red, we have to establish what this race is more like.
You guys don't know. You guys think I'm a human too.
We've only had one.
Yeah. Master of the skies, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it just makeup and stuff?
Very clearly, like, not a person.
Is it like a limited mind power? Like, everyone just assumes what they want to
I guess
assume
it
I
could
am.
be. Mine's like kind of talk.
Yeah.
I just talk so much about things, it just like convinces you guys.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
See, that's why I was worried that you were commie. Because it's just, we're all communists now. You convinced us.
So, you guys, you all are around a table with that one lamp illuminating the plans to the space station.
Okay.
And you are taking control and kind of planning out, like, this is how we get in.
That sounds difficult.
And I guess I'll give you guys a spaceship, of course, to get up there.
Oh yeah, the one thing we forgot.
You did need a spaceship.
It's got autopilot.
Is that where the monster truck comes in?
Could we drive the monster
Yeah.
truck
Can
out
you-
of the spaceship?
Can you make
Bear.
that
Maybe that's how we get
spaceship
back.
a monster truck?
Yes.
Ooh.
There we go. You
Wrecker, is it okay if we use
get-
your monster truck
Yeah.
for the heist?
No,
I know
no.
it's like your thing.
He only gets the keys when we're done.
Oh, there you go.
It's got ball controls.
You just stick your hands inside of them.
It's like
your ball
sockets.
hands.
You drive that way.
I was imagining giant balls that I just kind of like,
Oh,
just
like
kind of track balls.
You're the only one who can actually fly this thing.
They're like big
You know how
balloon
to do
targets,
this.
and you punch them to do the control.
Left, right,
Thrust.
Combos.
forward.
All right, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a
I got what I wanted.
monster truck. What about the babes and booze?
We didn't
Okay.
guarantee those things.
Yeah.
We told you a monster
I
truck.
mean, I said I have
and this truck
booze,
is quite
but-
monstrous,
But
so
I'm not
It's
sure.
alright with this truck.
Especially-
I'll get the babes and booze.
Especially with SPD in it.
That's right.
SVD is like, this might actually be my new home.
Just drive it.
I was living in that van.
This monster truck
This is actually an upgrade.
The space van.
Driving the space monster truck
With
down
all
the
my
highway.
boon, I might actually just buy one of these for myself.
I mean,
So many crevices I can just inhabit.
Sink
the record
into.
did say that he owes me one, so we're kind of even. That means I can steal from him, right?
You guys just gonna,
Oh.
just gonna live together in this thing?
Okay.
I know you think it's me having to live with your stink, but it's more like you having to live with mine. I'm just saying.
We both stink. I get it.
There's a lot of smells happening in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm from Boston.
You, Boston Earth.
You're very heavy-handed with your.
Boston or like,
Extremely heavy-handed with your convincing people.
And it works every time.
That's part of the
all
power.
for it.
She knows a lot about Earth.
She's also convinced people that she's a man.
We don't have such terms on Earth,
Oh.
where I am from.
We don't do gender in Boston Earth.
Boston
How
is really
progressive.
involved. It's a
I mean,
great
we've already
place
established that the
to be
Martians
born
don't
and
have
raised.
gender. Do the Roo have
Boston
gender?
Earth.
Hey, how are we gonna get in?
That's your job, man.
We just drive that sweet monster truck right through the
Guys,
front
I'm
door.
gonna get real with you.
That-
I don't really know what these
seems like a
computers
bad
do.
idea,
I just I
Wrecker.
stare at the screens a lot, and people just kind of let me be.
Well, but like, what's around the space station? Like, what security is around the space station?
They have a whole lot of asteroids.
Okay.
I don't think they do anything, but you do have to get through them.
So we need to
And
navigate
it's
through
really
the asteroid
tightly
fields.
knit.
Okay.
There's probably some cameras on the asteroids.
I do see, and they look like they're from rock perspectives. These cameras that I'm looking at. I've been here a week, guys. I probably should have told you. I'm still in training.
You have already infiltrated, but
I mean,
I didn't ask for this job he put on me. Listen, I was told this was gonna be my one last job. I was already doing a thing.
By this job, you mean the heist?
The heist.
Okay, because
This is my job.
Because you did
that we're breaking into.
You did ask for the job of working at Aegis Space Station.
Yes.
That's part of the heist.
A week. I don't control the timing of these two events happening.
It just kind of fell in your lap.
But if I could not work going forward,
it's just like,
great.
Was it just coincidence that you were already working there?
Yeah, I just happened to be working here.
Okay.
I mean, space is pretty cool. I've been on Earth like my whole life. And I looked up in the sky one day and was like, man, what's out there? And it was this. I just happened to get in here. It was like sheer luck.
So is the plan just to sneak them in through the door? Like, I'll have everyone else look at something else.
I don't know, I've been here for a week, but I've been talking to these guys, and they're all like real great dudes. Like Bobby over there just had a baby. Like, he had the baby. It was... Space is different, as I'm finding out.
Oh, right.
Is he a Martian?
Maybe his name is actually Marvin. No, that's a different guy. Anyway, I can like talk to these guys like all around. So like I can just kind of distract a few of them. But I am a little concerned about all those asteroids that are surrounding this place, though. I think we might be able to figure it out. There's like, this like monster truck is real.
Does the monster truck come with
interesting.
any sort of like projectiles, or well, that might not be a good stealth.
It's monstrous, so maybe it can transform a little bit.
I mean,
Maybe it
I
is a
think-
monster.
I think. How do you get to work?
I stay here.
How did you get to work?
I like.
They
flew me in.
They shuttled you in?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we could shuttle you guys in, but like,
Yeah, like,
the
when's the
monster
next-
truck's pretty cool.
When's the next shuttle?
What time is it?
Wait,
And
wait.
when is it scheduled? At
Can you
least?
get us your hands? Can you get your hands on like some uniforms or something? Could we maybe like just go in that way?
They did give me like 4 extra uniforms. It's just that I don't really know if all of your physiques would work with them. And they're like super new, and I don't know if I want to mess them. It's fine. No, you guys can use them. You guys,
Well, I mean,
I trust you guys to keep them clean.
if we finish this job, we can like
Yeah,
pay
clean.
for some more uniforms.
I mean, you can.
That's not such a bad idea.
When we
You can.
when we finish the job, you can just like peace out. You can quit.
that's true. Yeah.
It's just that they fit me quite nice.
Well,
I
we
can
can-
get a tailor.
we can
Okay.
we can
all right,
find
we'll
ways
use
to
these.
get you clothes.
We can definitely sneak you guys in using my brand new uniforms.
the extra uniforms that they gave you.
All right. We can do that.
Okay.
I think we can. We're going to need to get you guys some name tags. It's a good thing I'm in security, though.
I mean, you could just make them for us, right?
I think I can maybe figure out that machine that makes them. I think I can do it. I might need some help
hope
from
you
you,
are
Cyber
not the
Ghost.
worst.
I
Okay,
might need-
we can
Let's
figure
hope you're
this
not
out.
the worst at tech.
We can figure this out.
You got your shirts that button down the sides. It's kind of I had to kind of put on shirts different.
How do you put on shirts at all?
They're all breakaway. Yeah, they're breakaway shirts. They're kind of like wearing ponchos all the time. That
But like,
snap.
how do you do buttons?
Little tiny buttons.
They're the
Snaps.
snap buttons.
Snaps.
Yeah,
You just
they
snap.
are
There you go,
definitely
yeah.
pearl snaps. The cherriest of pearl snaps.
So do we want to cut to like the shuttle arriving? Are you already on the space station?
Let's we gotta sneak onto the shuttle somehow, right?
Oh, okay.
Or do we just assume you
Thanks
guys
for
are
the
just
spaceship.
accept
We're
it?
not using it.
Somehow we gotta leave with that.
The-
Maybe it's attached.
the record just kept it.
Maybe it
Well,
each
it's like
little
the-
button and you press it and it becomes a truck.
So is the challenge here getting onto the shuttle on Earth then?
Should we make that a
See,
challenge?
the way I thought it was gonna be is when the shuttle's scheduled to arrive. So we just
7:38.
we just take
Earth
the
time.
place of the shuttle. Like the
Shove
shuttle's
the other
headed
one
up.
out of the way.
The shuttle's headed up, and we just
Maybe Monster Truck
get out
can
of the
like.
way,
Maybe
and-
Monster Truck looks like the shuttle, or it can transform into the shuttle. I think that's a lot.
I mean, you got a tech
Oh.
person that could like make up something.
Oh,
You know, maybe no two shuttles are alike. Maybe we just need a good tag or something.
wait, a good tag? Like,
Yeah, like we just need to like get. Maybe they scan us. I don't know.
oh, yeah, no, we could totally get like.
Yeah, you could like hack into
We
that.
need an RFID. We just need
well,
so
yeah,
one little bit.
So you're already on the base though,
Yeah,
The
'cause
rest
I got a
of-
word.
and you sent uniforms to all of them.
right. So we have the uniforms, but then we just need to get on the shuttle.
Or you're taking the place of a shuttle, or which one?
I really want that monster truck on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're definitely bringing the monster truck.
Okay, so
Okay,
you're in a
We gotta
monster.
be on the. Okay.
So Cyber Ghost, is that what the name was?
Yes.
Cyber Ghost, Wrecker, and SPD are on a monster truck shuttle. They're
Right.
Are
all
you fueling it, SPD?
they're all in Aegis Guard uniforms, and you're on the ship, like
Yes.
doing security detail.
Right.
I'm just
Wait, but if
plugging
you're
away
just
at the
doing
numbers.
security detail, surely
maybe
you
I
would
just
have
like give you guys clearance.
Yeah, like
Call it
surely you would
good.
just have control.
Yeah, but you're
over,
not
like,
the only
who
one on the
enters.
ship.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
you've
that's
got to
true.
relieve someone else to. I think maybe that's your first. Like you've got to
Okay.
get into the control room first. Talk your way
It's
in
not
there.
my shift.
And talk other
man. It's
people
not my
out.
shift.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry. You just say that you belong and then you go with it. That's your power, right?
Oh hey Mike, what are you doing in the control room?
Hey, Colby, how are you, man?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I saw that this door was kind of open, so I just popped in because I thought that was weird. It wasn't really according to protocol. I know I've just been here for a week, but
Oh, cool.
I think that might be the protocol. Hey, how's the new baby?
I'm pretty good. I've been recovering pretty well.
Yeah, you look
Everyone
pretty.
just had a baby.
You look like super tired and stuff. How are you guys like
Oh.
getting enough sleep at home?
Well, you know, you never can. Ever.
I don't
Even
know.
without a baby. Never enough sleep, right?
That sounds pretty. I mean,
I just,
humanity. Am I right here?
Well, I'm not human, because I'm a male that has had a baby, remember?
That was a different name.
it?
Everyone had a baby.
Maybe there was another person that had a baby. It could be
People
a
do have
coincidence.
babies. People have babies.
I wouldn't call myself human so much, but yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But you are, so that makes sense that you mistake
You
me
do
as
look
one.
pretty tired, though. You know.
Yeah, I just
don't
gotta
wanna, like
signal
let it,
this shuttle in.
I know. I just like you kind of like left your station for a bit,
No,
and I don't want to like. I know it's. I just like got
I've
here,
been
and I
here.
don't want to like make any waves or anything.
I've been here since I clocked in.
Yeah, you've been like here, but like I looked at your eyes, man.
It's not the same as
It wasn't. You
Just-
weren't really here.
It's not the same as check it out. I didn't even go on break. Forgot.
Hey,
I'm so
listen,
tired.
I know you're having a rough time. To be quite honest, like I had so much sleep. I don't have a baby. I don't really know what that's like. But just like
I wish I did.
I don't want to like get you into trouble or anything. And that was like a real weird thing. So, like we don't really know each other that well quite yet. So I hope things at home are
I
gonna
feel
get,
like I
get
know
better.
you.
All right. Well, that's great. I'm glad that you specifically feel that way about me.
Good old Mike.
But if you, yeah, that's me, Red Mike. I didn't give myself that nickname for sure.
Yeah, why do you have the nickname? You're not so red.
Thanks, man. You know, like people like make fun of my sunburn a lot. Beside the point.
It's not even anything.
And it's not that bad. You know, but if you don't, like, I can totally just kind of hang out here. I know you've got like another couple hours, you know, for the end of your shift, but you look pretty just completely exhausted, just toasted.
Saying I
If
could
you
go?
want to like go take a you want to take a break or something?
Because it sounded
I'm
like you
totally
were
down.
threatening me, like that you were gonna give me trouble earlier for leaving.
No, I just I don't want anything weird to like happen while you're like supposed to be watching. Because like I saw you, dude, and you weren't really there.
Okay. I am going to. We can roll for this now
Okay.
to determine how this goes. So you're trying to convince them to leave. I got a 1 and a 6.
A 9. And some others.
Okay. So my highest is a 6. So whatever you have higher than a 6 counts as a success.
Okay. Yay!
So you got 1. So that fills in 1 on the completion track. And now if she had not... So if Lisa were to fail, you could give her a legend or equipment or a scar, and then she would be able to re-roll with extra dice or automatically succeed or something. But we'll cover that once we get to someone that fails a roll.
Okay, I was going to say, like, how does a scar work? But yeah, we can address that when we get to it.
Once we get there. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. I'm going to go to sleep then.
Like, go take a little lie down. It's fine, dude. Like, I just got here anyway, so.
Oh, thanks. You're a real lifesaver.
Oh, thanks. Well, Colby, you know what? I've been here a week, but, like, I feel like there's a little bit of a bond happening here.
Yeah,
so.
I mentioned the bond earlier, and you said no.
Yeah, it was like, it just felt a little soon, but, like.
Now it doesn't?
I'm getting there. I'm really warming up to it, Colby. You're a pretty cool dude, so.
Well, I'll,
go ahead, just take a little lie down.
Okay.
I got you, man.
Okay, cool. Bye.
Bye, Colby. Jesus Christ, that dude.
Did you say something?
Said, man, these nudes.
Oh, that's
the
weird.
noodles that I'm eating here.
That's weird.
God, these noodles are delicious.
I'm gonna go. Bye. The nudes.
The nudes.
There's something on Twitter that was like, send me some nudes, and just a string of noodle pictures.
I hope that's what they wanted.
That's what they
They just wanted noodles.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Christmas special part 1. It's our gift to you, dear listeners. Part 2 comes out tomorrow, Christmas Day, this year, 2018. We wish you a Merry Greetsmoose and hope you get to spend some time with your loved ones. Or not. That's also valid. If you're enjoying the show, why not give us a small intangible gift, a tiny pittance of a gift, of a review on iTunes, or tweet at the show. We don't really spend real money to market this show. We rely on listeners like you to support us. Which, speaking of support, music this week was the Freeharmonics by the Freeharmonics Orchestra. We Wish You a Merry Christmas by the United States Marine Band. FeRien, uRLauB, eRHoLuNG, and RaSt by Phillip Gross. Wish Background and Christmas Rap by Kevin MacLeod. You can find the full attribution of our sounds and songs in the show description. And if you like these tunes and you like these songs, I highly recommend you check out the Free Music Archive and freesound.org for more great content. They've got a lot of Creative Commons licensed material out there, which reminds me, we also distribute the show under a Creative Commons license, so feel free to share and remix our work, but just distribute us and, maybe drop us a line. Our email is doubleissueshow@gmail.com. All of our other contact information is also in the show description. Check it out, talk to us, come say hi. One piece of programming notification. As soon as the Christmas special concludes, we've got one more special episode with our competition-winning short story, and then we're back to regular episodes. We've got one more set of stories that are in the follow-up series about some stories that Quentin originally wrote, and then in January we're right back to regular prompts. So we'll catch up with you in the new year. Stay frosty, but like a healthy amount of frosty. In fact, don't literally stay frosty, just like mentally be good. Get somewhere warm. That's all I'm saying. Alright. See you guys later, and Merry Holla Baloo.
No, none of us want to hear that. How about instead of cussing, I just bloop, or just.
It's hard to play villains without cussing. It's hard to play anyone without cussing.
We're not necessarily like bad guy villains, but just like we just like to have stuff for us, and we come about it in illegal means.
Right. It's not when it's a
evil?
heist job. When it's a heist job, it's not about like being evil or doing bad to hurt other people.
Yeah.
It's to get your own shit.
Yeah.